Johnson is a company that talks about being part of our community, but they are actually in our community.
Just seeing people wanting to reach out in their spare time and do things throughout the community has made me really compelled to do the same.
I lived offshore for several years in Kodiak, and I know how much our communities depend on those ships arriving.
Up here, we all stick together because, first and foremost, we're family in our communities.
Hi, my name is Lynn Wida, and I'm the music director of the Anchorage Youth Symphony. In this extraordinary time, we have worked hard to find a way forward, to find a way to play great music in whatever venue we might find ourselves. We split the orchestra into 3 parts. We call these smaller orchestras sinfoniettas, originally so that we could more easily come face to face when we were allowed to. Unfortunately, that time never came. But it still worked out well. Each sinfonietta that you will hear tonight will be performing one of the pieces in their repertoire. Plus, we'll put the whole orchestra together in a work that I arranged. We hope you enjoy this concert, and thank you so much for being here. Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, his Symphony No. 8, is one of the standards of the orchestra repertoire. Part of the reason for that, aside from its beautiful melodies and rhythms and orchestration, is the unusual manner in which it came about to modern audiences. It was discovered some 40 years after the composer's death. Schubert was one of those remarkable composers who died at the age of 32 after having written 9 symphonies, hundreds and hundreds of art songs, chamber music, much beloved chamber music, even a few operas. Very prolific composer who died tragically young. This is a performance by the Denali Sinfonietta, led by Nina Bingham.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Clinging-Smith.
Hi, my name is Bentley.
My name is Alice.
Hi, I'm Jake.
Killen Richardson.
I play trombone.
I play violin.
I play cello with the Youth Symphony.
And I'm concertmaster of the Denali Sinfonietta in the Anchorage Symphony. I've been with the Anchorage Symphony for 3 years now. I started my sophomore year, and it's been a blast. My best friend convinced me to join it, and I never thought that I thought the pressure was going to be too much playing with an orchestra. I played in my school orchestra, but I never thought about playing with the Junior Youth Symphony.
I enjoy playing for AYO because I get to experience being in a big orchestra and a big group where everybody works together to create cool music.
I've played trombone for the last 5 years, and I just recently moved to Alaska this year and joined the youth orchestra.
I really enjoy playing with the Youth Symphony because I get a much better experience playing with a full orchestra and with a conductor and just a much larger group than I would normally get to play with.
It's a bit of a challenge, which I enjoy, and it's something fun to do on the side just beyond my normal orchestra and private lessons.
So I'm taking a music workshop with Nina Bingham, and it's all about music entrepreneurship and how to do live gigs in front of people, as well as how to write contracts and how to get yourself out there so you can make music in front of people and get paid for it. It's a valuable life skill, and I think it'll come in handy later in life when I do live gigs in front of people for college or beyond.
I am taking intermediate music theory with Mr. Akins, and we're doing a harmonics, chord theory, things like that. It's really cool. Well, we didn't have a music theory class in my high school, but I've always thought it was pretty interesting, the little bit I've done with like private teachers or in band or whatever. So I thought it would be a really cool opportunity to really like sit down and dig my heels into music theory.
The workshop that I am doing right now is Intro to Composing with Bill Clem, and I wanted to do this workshop because I enjoy composition, and I wanted to further my knowledge of composition and theory. I enjoy being able to take my musical ideas and put them together to make something much better than I would have been able to originally.
I'm signed up with Mr. Rita's conducting workshop, and I really like learning about the beat patterns and how to cue all the different sections and how you can shape the dynamics with your conducting. I really enjoy working with Mr. Rita and learning about how all the different parts in the orchestra tie together.
So I decided to take the music entrepreneurship class because I'm part of a band. I do Irish fiddling around the town with my family, but it's more of a volunteer thing to do in our free time. With COVID, we haven't been doing a whole lot of it, but I wanted to know more about the industry and how to do live gigs in front of audiences.
I chose to sign up for this because I really think conducting's pretty cool, and I think it'd be cool to conduct someday. Maybe not as professional, but still just conduct something. And I enjoy learning about all the aspects of conducting.
I love the collaboration of playing in a group. I've never really been a sports person. I feel like I'm not really a competitive sort, and I love the cooperation that is involved in playing music with other people. Like, you really need to be in sync with one another to play music together. I think that's really cool.
It's been crazy. It's been really fun, and it'll be an experience that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, I think.
Haydn wrote his 70th symphony as a piece to celebrate the opening of a theater in the Prince of Esterházy's palace, which is located to this day east of Vienna. Prince Esterházy employed Haydn for many, many years. This is one of the first symphonies that Haydn wrote. Of his 104 symphonies that he eventually wrote, the 70th is the first that he actually included trumpets and drums. And that kind of makes sense because it is a very festive sort of sounding piece all the way throughout. I want to thank Dr. Laura Koenig for directing this performance of Haydn's Symphony No. 70 with the Alaskan Sinfonietta.
I am Nina Bingham. I am the first violin coach for the Anchorage Youth Symphony.
Hi, my name is Nancy DeRigo, and I'm the viola coach for AYO. I've been the viola coach for 5 or 10 years now, and in that role I help the viola section hone their skills on the given repertoire. I enjoy working with AYO students because they're a very attentive and studious bunch, and they tend to come from a background of doing well at all studies and sports, and they're well-rounded, and they're also very enthusiastic.
Why do I love AYO? I love the AYO because it offers the students an opportunity to participate in everything. I try to get the students involved in all of the music community things. The AYO was important to me when I was growing up, and I was a young Anchorage Symphony musician, and I think the AYO was a huge step for me to get to that point. I'm doing a workshop for the Youth Symphony. I'm doing a music entrepreneurial workshop, which is just for students that want to do gigging and things like that. We have I have had some great guest speakers. I had Colin Roshak that spoke one week. I have Kurt Ryman, who is going to be speaking tomorrow. I had an attorney come in just giving kids advice about how to get a quartet or music gig business going. Entrepreneurship is important because kids need to learn how to function in society. They need to learn how to function in the real world and deal with people on a professional level. And the only way to learn that is, I think you either learn by observing, or somebody has to offer it to you to teach it to you. I hope that they walk away from it and that they're excited about playing for others, and that they can get themselves out there, like I did when I was their age.
Well, there's a bigger question in society of why do we have arts? We need arts to fulfill the social side of our lives, but just as important, we need young musicians to fill the ranks when the rest of us have aged out of the system, and the society still wants to have symphony orchestras and bands and music of all kinds.
We need young artists because I can't do it all, and I won't be around forever.
Also, I haven't had as much contact with the viola section as I will coming up, and I know that there are videotaping sessions coming up where it's really difficult to play to a click track, which is basically a metronome in your headphones. So in particular, go practice with a metronome.
Why are you watching this and not practicing?
The next work that you're about to hear is by Jean-Baptiste Lully, and it was written in 1670. Lully was the court composer for Louis XIV. In this work, Lully composed incidental music to the play by Molière called Le Bourgeoisie Gentilhomme, or The Bourgeoisie Gentleman. Lully wrote a whole series of incidental music for this, and it's called the March of the Turkish Ambassadors, or the March of the Turks. Delightful march, and it is one that I have arranged and lengthened just ever so slightly. I hope you enjoy it.
name's Sujit. I'm a senior at Service High School. I've played the violin in the Youth Symphony for the past 4 years, and I'm also excited to be a member of the Performing Board this year.
Hi, my name's Avril Cobb. I play the cello in the Youth Symphony, and I'm a senior at Diamond High School. I am also really excited about being on the Performing Board again this year and representing everybody. It's no secret that the coronavirus pandemic has impacted arts organizations everywhere, and the Anchorage Symphony Performing Board is aiming to get involved, try to help out. One of the challenges we face when seeking out funding right now is that most people don't prioritize the arts, meaning that when we apply for grants, we're sometimes lumped into the same category as organizations that are trying to provide food or housing. So we've decided to get involved with the Be an Arts Hero campaign and show our support for the Dawn Act, as well as arts funding reform everywhere, primarily by contacting our legislators.
Be an Arts Hero is a grassroots movement led by arts workers, unions, and institutions that aim to push the United States Senate to provide proportional relief to the arts and culture sector of the American economy. COVID-19 has caused the loss of an estimated 2.7 million jobs in the creative sector of America's economy. Despite being such a profitable sector, the arts are often left behind.
To help the organization and bring more awareness, we encourage everyone to get involved. Posting videos or pictures of playing music or doing any other form of art, as well as explaining what art means to you, will help spread the word. You should use hashtags like Be an Arts Hero and How Music Makes Me Feel if you choose to post. We also encourage people to send letters to Alaska's legislators.
It may not seem like a lot, but sending a letter to Senator Murkowski will let her know how much we care. You can do this by copying the letter template in our weekly email and copying it into Senator Murkowski's webpage under the Email tab. Feel free to add anything you want to that template or write your own letter. When posting on social media, you can also tag Senator Murkowski or any other Alaskan politician.
We appreciate all of your support for the Anchorage Youth Symphony. With your help, we can better advocate for appropriate allocation of arts funding during this crisis.
Thank you, and I hope to see all your posts and letters soon.
My name is Colin Roshak, and I serve as the clarinet coach and mentor for the Alaska Youth Orchestras. I'm excited and incredibly proud to introduce the Alaska Virtual Symphony. This brand new program, sponsored by the Alaska Youth Orchestras, is made possible by funding from the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services and makes high-quality music education and performance opportunities available to all Alaskans. AVS will offer weekly music classes through Zoom, as well as the opportunity to perform in our virtual concerts. Each week, students will play music from a wide range of genres, collaborate with friends, learn how to record themselves, and play an active role in producing our final performances. The program is open to musicians of all ages and abilities and will be offered completely free of charge. Whether you're just starting out or picking it back up, all are welcome. One of our primary goals is to connect with rural Alaskans. We hope to use the arts to connect families, friends, and communities from Ketchikan to Tok, Anchorage to Utqiagvik, and beyond. We believe that the arts are an essential component of a well-rounded education. The arts empower young people, foster leadership, teach important life skills, and bring people together. Near or far, the Alaska Virtual Symphony will ensure all people the access and right to powerful musical experiences. We'll be kicking off our very first season in January 2021, and the semester will end in April with a fully virtual performance featuring all of our talented musicians. To sign up or learn more about this exciting new program, please visit alaskayouthorchestras.org. All across Alaska, wherever you call home, we hope that you'll consider joining us and add your creative voice to the Alaska Virtual Symphony.
The next work, performed by the Greatland Sinfonietta, that was led by Bill Clem, is the Liber Tango by the Argentinian composer Astor Piazzolla. Piazzolla was a very interesting composer in that he started his life as a tango player in Argentina as a very, very young man. He moved to New York and absorbed quite a bit of jazz, particularly the music of Duke Ellington. And then he moved off to Paris, where he wanted to study more classical forms with a great musical pedagogue, Nadia Boulanger. This particular work is called Libre Tango because it's free from the rather strict tango form and tango harmonies and tango sound, and it incorporates uses of jazz as well as modern compositional techniques.